Oh, who's got their sound going? Oh, who's got... We'll blame that on Ben. Well, hello, my guests.
I think it was actually me.
Oh, it was not Deb. It was not Deb at all. It could never be.
Oh, blame it on me, Gerald.
I won't blame it on you. It's all good. I see the notice just popped. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. And all of my wonderful guests. We have, here. I am prepared in the sense that I have, it's Purple Elephant, Deb H. Hello. She's over there. Please like and subscribe.
Thank you.
Below, here, I should do it. Can I do it this way? Down there is Ben, Beneficial Tarot. Hello, hello. And then see if I can do this cat corner is Longman Tarot. So thank you. Thank you.
It's not Longman Tarot, you've made a mistake. It's Mickey Mouse.
What? Jeffrey, my fiance, is on the other side of the camera, and he's like going, Ritchie. What did I call you?
Longman Tarot.
I said Longman Tarot. Yes, it's okay. So welcome to Chaos.
Is it retrograde time?
No, yes, retrograde starts on Friday.
Perhaps it's starting early.
So the window or the shadow periods are supposed to be the key times where it's a little wonky. So anyhow, my guests, hello, everybody. Thank you for liking and subscribing. All of their links are below. Ritchie, bless him, has a couple of organizations that he works with that are if you care to make a donation, you could do there. You do not have to do that.
No.
Those are linked below, and then they are also here. So
thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Glad to
board gratefully received.
Yes. And so there's that. What is everyone drinking?
I have strawberries and cream soda.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
I'm having a coffee in this lovely mug.
With your mug on it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Steampunk.
Yeah.
Yes. What are you having, Ben?
I've got coffee with a backup of some Pepsi in the background here, some Pepsi Max. So.
Well, I'm going, because there are other available colas on the market. I'm going with half a can of Coca-Cola.
The rival Coke company.
Just finishing off a lovely bit of Yorkshire tea.
Ooh, we have it's the Coke and Pepsi thing.
We do.
Below us. Ben, biscuit?
Yes, please, if you don't mind. Where are you dropping it? Are you dropping it down?
I'm going to drop it in. Are you ready?
Oh, hang on.
you get your hand ready.
Yes.
Ready? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's almost like you rehearsed it.
Yeah, we totally did. We didn't. It's totally natural. Anyhow.
It is.
Well, hello. Glad to have you here. And her name completely escaped me, but
Angela.
that's okay because Angela forgot me. Cardamancy Mesquite. She said hi, Ben, Ritchie, and Deb. She said nothing about me. So, Angela, I'm glad you're here. Deb H, Purple Elephant, is here. Beth is here. Beth Aspasia Rising. Yay. And Kim Moon Whisperer is here. Hello. Deb Aquarius Owl. Good to see you. Andrea.
Hey, Andrea.
It's the other Deb. Well, but I call her Debbie. But you're a Deborah. and a
Yes.
Deb and a Debbie, and don't call you late for dinner.
So I do have friends that call me Debs and Debbers. So
Debbers. Okay.
there you go.
So, and well, the queen bitch is here. Chris, Elemental Cartomancy. Hello.
Oh.
I love it.
I
Deb
am
does not
Sans
have
fan.
a fan.
I do not
It's
have a
okay.
fan. I can use a card.
It's all right. Michelle is here. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
It's Mickey Mouse from Fantasia when he's the wizard.
Yes.
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 There you go. Is there going to be a copyright claim on me for that?
That's what
I don't know.
You didn't see nothing.
Well,
Well, there should be
I
a
don't know.
copyright claim on your stash, really, shouldn't there?
Good Lord. Regina is work lurking. Hello,
Work
Regina.
lurker.
Gina.
Workalurka.
Workalurka.
Pamela is here. Hello, Pamela.
Pamela.
Hey, Pamela.
Hi.
I'll let you read that one. Why don't you read that one, Ben?
As I live and breathe, is that Annette Funicello?
Funicello.
Funicello. I see.
Funicello. She was one of the original Musketeers.
Oh, how far back are we going?
Look who posted it. It was Robin, Toadstool Terror.
So you
Robin
would
has
have to go back to the 50s and 60s for that.
We would. It's sort of
All
like
right.
movies, Ben. You probably haven't seen it. And Robin's birthday is Thursday, I believe.
So
It is.
she was also she also played the girlfriend of Frankie Avalon in all those beach pictures.
Yes. Yes. By the way, everyone, please welcome Kelly Cat's Wellness Tarot. New name.
Kelly.
And
Yes.
Ben, do you want to tell us what you got coming on?
I have, yes. So,
As I,
sorry.
and by the way, I just timed that. He took a bite out of his biscuit, or his biscuit, and it's like, so there you go. It's what he gets.
I have Kelly coming on Wednesday, where we're talking about laughter, because we think we need a good laugh. So yeah, that's on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Oh no, sorry, 9 o'clock my time and 4 p.m. Eastern time.
There you
So,
go.
That'll be fun.
There you go. All right. Yeah, peeps. Janet P, hello. Glad to have you here. Sandy just poured me the strongest vodka Coke I've ever tasted. I could use it to strip the paint off the walls.
I thought he was going to say he was going to use it to strip.
Well, and that's what I'm thinking. Sandy probably poured it so it would strip off of your clothes. Waka waka, all that stuff. All right, and Dippity Doo is here. Hello, Dippity Doo.
No.
And Dippity Doo was on. I was with Amy last night at Mystic Rose Tarot, and we were reading from the Pulp Tarot deck. It was very nice, and Dippity Doo was there, and there were a couple of other people there. So forgive us, Debs, as we forgive our Debbers.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with what position that puts me in.
And on that note, Beth said many planets retrograding: Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus, Pluto. We are making Andrea laugh.
Well, that's good.
Indigo Jaguar
Heather.
Intuitive Arts is
Hi, Heather.
here. Hello. We got an "Oh Lord" from Beth. There you go.
Hello.
And Ange is taking a break from work, so she's with the cool kids. So Sadhana is here. Hello, Sadhana. Good to see you. Everybody howl. Yes, she was in bleach blanket bling glow.
Oh.
That one, yes.
That one.
Yeah. Okay. My chat just jumped. So, all right. We're getting caught up because we are doing readings today. And I'm just catching up. Let's see. Okay. Lots of love. I love this. Morning, afternoon, evening, all. Jamie is here. Flowing is here. Hello. And how much longer do we have to wait for the Alley Man discussion? Well, I'm so glad you asked because Pamela, tomorrow, oh, here, let me do this. Because tomorrow we have, and I'll show you mine, the Alley Man's Tarot, and it's tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And am I allowed to say that you are doing it with me, Ben, and that Jamie from Wandering Mountain Bardic Path is doing it with me? And so there you go. So be there. And did we lose Ritchie?
No, I'm here. I'm just cleaning my glasses.
Okay, he's cleaning his glasses. Anyhow, so
What he said.
so
Jamie's
says, there you go. Jamie is here. Hello. Yes. So we are doing. Have you seen the new Crow deck out by MJ Cullinane? A yes/no kind of deck. I have not seen it. Kathy here. Tortoiseshell Moon.
Hello.
So we are doing readings. Everyone, please like and subscribe because it just lets everybody know that you like us. And the readings are for entertainment purposes only. We're not, all of that stuff. We are, this is the hashtag overachiever in me. The reading that we are doing is we are, here, let me put this way. We're doing the window spread in this book, and by Trish McGregor and Phyllis Vega, and it's the window spread. There are 4 cards. Ritchie and I both have this book, so we thought this was a good one. Yeah. What do you love about it?
The book. I just like you can just dip into it and just find a spread pretty easy and adapt them, and yeah, it's just a nice book to have.
Yes. And so Gerald, Treasures from Above by MJ, a yes/no deck. Thank you, Beth. Okay. Sutafi is here. I see Sutafi. Oh, Pamela said still recovering from the Around the Campfire. So, and Jamie said yes, she does have that. Okay. What am I missing? Oh, here, this is where I take a sip, and there are the positions that we're doing. So, hey, Deb, will you read those while I regain my brain?
Why, certainly. First, current physical state. In second position is current mental state. Then third, we have current emotional state. And finally, current spiritual state.
Okay. So if you would like a reading, please type in me all in capital letters. I will star you, and we'll do the readings in random order. You can just ask for a general reading, or you can ask a question, no medical, health, or financial questions. And we got, okay. I'm just starring people. Trying to star people, so I've got, okay. Ivana Intuitive is here. Hello. Tony is here. We've lost Ben.
I'm just washing my hair.
You're just washing your hair? Okay, I've completely missed the howl thing, so I am so sorry. We are changing it up, Chris. We're going to rotate different positions that we're doing. And
Tangi.
okay.
Hi, Tangi.
Tangi just released a video.
And Jilly's
Ivana
here.
is here.
Julie's here.
Hi, Jilly.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Chile.
Okay. Okay, so right now I have 8 people starred, and I have Debbie, Aquarius, Al, Michelle, Jamie, Ange, Heather, Indigo Jaguar. I got Ange again, so I'll unstar that one. Ivana and Flowing. So Dippity Doo. I got. Star that. Got it. Okay. So, so what cards, what decks are you all using?
Ooh.
Who's going to go first?
Okay.
I'll go first. I'll
Okay.
go first. I'm just like, and here, let me hide that. And I have the Pulp Tarot out. I have the Curious Travels out. I have the Zany Tarot, and I also have the Unfolding Path. So, what you got, Deb?
I've got the Literary Witch Oracle and the Light and Shadows Oracle, along with the Angels and Ancestors. And then I have 3 different tarot decks, which I'm going to be using for the emotional.
Okay. All right. And Ben?
I'm using the Slow Tarot, the Lure Tarot, and the Wandering Star Tarot. And then I'm using 3 Oracle as well, which is the Golden Light Oracle, the Saints and Angels Oracle, and the Roots and Wings Oracle.
Okay. Very nice. And Ritchie, what do you have? And Kelly is going back to her vacation. She's got to rest up for Ben's live on Wednesday.
She needs all the energy.
Okay, I'm using decks that I haven't used for over a year. I thought it's time to go and use those ones. So I've got Dark Mansion. And
Okay.
I have used Whitefly, but Whitefly's always good. It's all a bit weird, the decks tonight. And then I thought I'm going to get my Architects Tarot out because that's the
I
nice
remember
one
that one.
Space. And I don't know, maybe I've had a bit of a mad Monday, so I need a bit of space. And I also need to see some pectorals and things. So I've got the Divine Diversity Tarot as well.
Nice.
And I've got a few other kind of things, bits and pieces around that I've got my Compendium of Constellations Oracle, should I need it.
Oh, nice. Nice. And Jonathan Daly came in, who I believe his birthday is Wednesday.
Ooh.
So, all right. So, we're going to do this. There we are. And we're first. We've got Debbie, Aquarius Owl, is going to be first. And so I will read position 1. I'll hide that. And then we will go back to that. And I'm just making sure I have all of my stuff in order, which I do. Physical state. All right. Debbie.
So I'm number 3, sorry.
You have number 3. And when you're done, just hold up your card because we're trying to pull just one card for each position. So, and Beth's birthday is also on Wednesday. And
Nice.
Steph showed up.
Happy birthday.
Lovely. All right, Deb. using the Curious Travels, I got here. I'm going to embiggen because that's a long line there. Okay, so I got Queen of Cups. So right now the physical state is you are making sure you're caring for yourself. You're having to relax, and what's going on about this is I sense a frustration of having to stay in the damn chair for so long. So it's just the physical state is, I think it's like, oh. So, but anyhow, so there you go. That's what I have. I'm going to put Deb right there. You're up.
So I have the Four of Pentacles. So your mental state is maybe a little bit stagnant. Maybe you feel like you're hanging on to some things that you should let go. And I think that this card should bring that to light so that you know that you can let it go.
Okay. Thank you. And Ben, you're up.
Okay, so I have very emotional state, Deb. The Ten of Wands. So I kind of feeling overwhelmed, possibly, or but I do get a sense that you probably take on a lot, but it's not something that you can't handle. But there are times when there is a feeling of feeling overwhelmed. So it's just to be aware, not to take any more on than what you've already got, so that you don't get that sense of overwhelmness.
Okay. Wow. That's nice. All right. And I'm going to put everybody back. But I'm going to try to put everybody back to where they were. But I have to do Ritchie because I almost forgot Ritchie. Sorry. And this is the current spiritual state.
Yeah, this is the spiritual state. So it was Deb, wasn't it? I've got you the Page of Swords, which is really nice card. That figures on from what Ben's just been talking about, sort of being a bit emotionally overwhelmed, perhaps. Because here's a new sense of clarity coming through with your spiritual beliefs. And it's rather like, I've just written some keywords down as I was looking at this: adventurous and breaking the belief. So it feels like perhaps you're entering a new kind of phase of pushing your spiritual beliefs or reviewing them or finding out something or changing it all up again. It's quite a nice energy that's coming out of this one for this card. I just think if you look, he's all dressed up in his kind of fine family uniform, and I just get a sense that it's time now for you to just push forward and try something new and do something that takes you out of your comfort zone and perhaps breaks or turns what you already know on its head.
What deck is that again? That is quite cute.
That is the Dark Mansion Tower.
Okay. Know your limits. Do that. Okay. Thank you. Debbie, does that make sense to you? I hope. I got Michelle's Shining Light would like a reading. Michelle Marie is here, Astrological Tarot. So many lovely Virgos in the chat. And Robin said Chris is having me on his round table on Thursday, and I can't wait to be had by Chris and everybody else, if I understand this correctly, how that works.
I've never made it to the round table.
Well, Gerald's had him 3 times.
I selfishly taken 3 times.
Yeah, well, when you get disappointed by somebody canceling on you and making you sick, what are you supposed to do? Anyhow, it's all right. Candy, Soul and Soil is here. Hello, Candy.
Oh, it's giving you the stare.
Moving on.
That scares me. That stare does.
So, Turtle Dove is here. Hello. And I was just expecting everyone to have 9 of Swords, to be honest. Okay. We didn't. I'm glad we disappointed you.
Yeah, I
didn't. So, you're welcome. And I'm a bit late coming in. Can I have I can add you to the list, Artsy Soul. I will do that. Hope we can. And yeah, superstar panel. You're right, Turtle Duck. Superstar panel.
Oh,
So, and and Robin's like, I hope the roundtable is a lazy Susan. I don't want to have to work too hard. Do you know what a lazy Susan is, Ben?
no. I guess it's someone who's lazy.
No, look it up. It's something that rotates in a
You
circle.
don't have
good
one, Ben, at
for-
your house. I can tell you that.
You don't have one, yeah. And what's so funny is this Deb is being so polite and just sitting there, just like going, "Oh, what are these guys doing?" So, everyone has liked and subscribed to Deb's channel, correct? Yes. Yes. For
Yes,
Blank
of
Decades.
course.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
So, we're going to take a slight pause. I'm going to show a little video, and this is the video I was telling you two about, or you three about. Okay? You ready? Thank you. That was a little break. That was sponsored by the staring contest, hashtag staring contest. So appreciate that. Michelle, are you here? Michelle is up next.
Show.
Michelle.
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 This is the positions we're in.
Sure.
Okay.
Except I'm going to switch me and Deb
Okay. So I'm
and
in-
Ben.
So everyone apart from me, then.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
He's got an issue with you tonight, Richie.
That's right. Hmm?
He's got an issue with you tonight.
And
Yeah.
Michelle would. Oh, look. Thank you, Heather.
Oh.
So, Artsy Soul is Layla. Was toying with setting up a YouTube and messing with settings, hence the new
Oh,
name.
thank you, Heather. Also, thank you
Okay.
for subscribing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, Calla Lizzie is here. Hello.
Hi, Gala.
Hi,
Hi, Gala.
Liz.
All right. Are you ready, Richie? You're being so
Mhm.
patient. And let me get my card up so that I can actually follow my own rules.
Oh, that's a beautiful card, Deb.
All right. Let's just whip them around and show everybody. And Richie, you are up first.
Okay, we'll put it back so you can see. Four of Swords. So this is for physical state there. So rest. And look at this card. It's all about rest. I love this person's in this dream state with these four swords, one on each corner, and they're connected by a cord to their upper being. But also, I hope you can make out. It's a little bit fuzzy. The bed is also like a wave of water coming in there. So it's about in your physical state, making sure you're getting the rest that's required. The Four of Swords is always about rest. So there's no surprises there as well.
Mhm.
But I would also think about dreams. And if any dreams are you remembering, and keep a dream journal or do some interpretation of dreams if you're getting some really good dreams coming through, because that I think is going to be important to unlocking your physical state as well.
Okay. That's me. I'm doing current state. And current state is the Ace of Cups, which tells me you seem to be pretty pleased with your mental state. You're learning some new things. You're not forgetting things. And it is just a nice opportunity to have a balance between your emotions as well as your mental abilities. So I think this is actually quite lovely. So, and Deb, you ready?
I'm ready.
There you go.
I got Poe. Poe says it's time for a change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. So when you apply this to your emotional state, it's time to maybe let go of some old stuff and look at what you have around you. And if that involves gadgets, these are all the latest clockwork mechanisms that were available in post time. So look at what you have available and see if that can help you center your emotional state. You might just find something that you enjoy doing.
Lovely. Ben, are you ready?
Yeah.
There you go.
So I have for current spiritual state is the High Priestess, which fits in really nicely with everybody else's reading, really. And that's a message to listen to your intuition, listen to yourself. Like Ritchie said, pay attention to your dreams. I feel like, listen to your gut instinct if you've got a gut feeling about something, but pay attention to your instincts and your gut feeling. And it's strange that you said about dreams as well, Ritchie, because that's kind of what I felt with this when I saw it. Pay attention, because there may be messages there from spirit, perhaps. But yeah.
Love that. Love that. Michelle, I hope that makes some sense to you. We're open to that feedback. Jane the Seeker is here. Jane the Seeker Tarot. Hello, Jane. And Turtle Dove is subbing to everybody, so this is a good thing. And Heather, our lovely Indigo Jaguar, is putting all the links in, so that's wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And just to remind people, for those of you who follow Ritchie, if anyone would like to make a donation, in the description, there are 2 organizations that Ritchie is getting money donated for. Yeah. And do you want to tell us about those, Ritchie?
Yeah, one is the Asthma and Lung UK charity, which is about helping anyone that's got breathing difficulties, particularly asthma, but anyone that has, I'd say, issues with their lungs and their breathing. I think most of us know people that are affected by asthma, so it can be quite a frightening illness, that one there. But they also are doing research into air pollution in towns and cities, and they're going to be sharing that information worldwide so that the young people can hopefully get some help with what it's like living in cities with like the air pollution. As I said, the other one's the Woodland Trust, which is about saving the UK ancient forests and woodlands, which are potentially always under threat of being dug up and built upon. And they just not only record trees, but they're also helping rewilding and collecting evidence about how fantastic the ecosystems are and preserving rare species and plants and bits and pieces. So they're 2 fantastic charities, and any money is really appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you. Gosh, we've got a lot of people who have popped in. So I'm saying, Turtle Dove is here because of Jane the Seeker Tarot. That's nice. Thank you. Glad to have everybody here. And I do want to say, genuinely, I appreciate everybody watching, especially who are watching the playback. Thank you very much. And that's just a lot of fun. And noise. So, yeah. Okay. So, and a lot of love for that, Ritchie. So,
thank you.
And
I've noticed a couple of people have anonymously, can't say that word, anonymously donated. So, thank you if that's you.
Aww. That's great. And Jonathan said, love both of those movements. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, and, okay. Next up, we have Michelle. Thank you for doing that. Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path, you are up. Would like a general. And by the way, guess what? We are in the proper position. Ben, you're in 1. Ritchie, you're in 2. I'm in 3. And the lovely Purple Elephant, Deb H, please like and subscribe, is in position 3. And Jamie, is it okay to use your deck? use the deck for you? Is that okay, or you want the other deck? So, if I have it, where it is. Jamie's up. So, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Hashtag overachiever Ben. All right. Ben, you are up. You ready?
I had two
I'm
come in.
ready. So, Jamie, I picked the 5 of coins. So I feel that in terms of physical state, you might be feeling a little bit battered down, a little bit, this is a hard slog maybe. But there's always a great message with the 5 of coins, because if it's not a shining light above there, there's an opening here where you can go in somewhere and have a nice warm, we say in England, a nice cup of tea. Cup of tea.
A nice
so although
cuppa.
So although you might be feeling a bit worn out, or things are getting too much or whatever, there's always time to rest, and there's always an opening for that. So don't forget that. So yeah, thank you.
Very nice. And by the way, just Jedi Owl is Jeffrey, my fiance. So everybody say hi to Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey.
What a lovely picture.
So, all right. Ritchie, Long Man Tarot.
I've got the King of Cups for you there. Now, interesting in this deck is the Architect's Tarot. They just label it number 14 of the cups, so it is the King of Cups there. Again, it ties in with what Ben said. It feels like your emotions are completely overflowing. If you look, this king is holding up the cup and the water's just gushing and gushing and gushing out of it. However, the important thing about the King of Cups is that although this emotion is flooding out, he knows how to guard himself around that. If you look at, he's actually holding the cup sensibly over a container. It's not going to flood the place. He's actually in control of these emotions, which are gushing, and they might not be stopping, but he knows how to safeguard his way around that. So it ties very much, as I said, with what Ben was talking about it. So it feels like your emotions are really bubbling away and perhaps cascading. However, you know how to control them.
Very nice. And Aspie Third Eye, yes, I have that starred, and I would be next. There's a lot of love for my fiance, Jeffrey. Jamie, I am reading the current emotional state, and I have judgment for you. And yeah, do I need to say more? I know Jamie, she's a good friend, but looking at this, the current emotional state really is, it feels like things are burning around, having big choices, making these important decisions. And I think it's important to remember for the emotions, to not let your emotions burn down too much, and instead reach up, reach for your energy and your charge to be able to help you with your emotions. So I hope that that helps. Deb, you're up.
I am. And I had two came out. I had first the Oracle, and she is admonishing you to wait for important information. The information you're waiting for, Jamie, has to do with medical healing. The medicine guardian, open to healing information. And when I say medical, not necessarily medical in a physical sense, although that could be part of it, but you are holding space right now, and that's what you need to do. The information is coming.
Okay. Thank you. Hope that made sense. my chat is getting caught up. We did have the lovely Jen Science to Soul Tarot and Transformation join
Jen.
us. And Jeffrey said thank you to everyone. And let me try to do, okay, that's done, right? Okay. I'm going to take a sip. There you go. I'm going to slide down here. Yep. Jamie said, no, it's medical. Y'all are spot on. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And next we have Ange, Tiny Trinkets and Tarot, or Tiny Trinkets and Tarot Ange. So I hope you're still here. I know she was doing some work lurking. And we have, let's see, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so, this is how we will be reading for the positions. I'm just like going, wow, it just works out. So, okay. Gertrude Shue is here. Hello.
Hi, Gertrude.
After morning meditation. Yeah. Thank you for being here. And did Ange say yes, she was here? Don't know. But anyhow, we're doing a reading. We're doing a general for her because it's my channel. Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Boom. There you go. And Deb, you're in position 1.
And for the physical state, I get wildflowers, and the wildflowers represent renewal, romance, and awakening. So it's time to come out. It's time to let yourself blossom again. You've been kept under the snow long enough. It's time to poke out and to absolutely step into being the flower. And as you go forward, then physically your body will follow.
Okay. Thank you. I just got notification. She's not here, but she's 42 minutes in, and I will let her know. Ben, you are in position 2.
So, current mental state. Is that right? I'm pretty sure I've got that right. Sorry, just checking. I think.
Yes.
So current mental state, and it follows very much on from what Deb was saying. I've got baptism, so it's that cleansing. It's coming out again as some, it's getting rid of the old and kind of bringing yourself into something new here, kind of rejuvenation, regeneration here, and it's about that cleansing kind of thing. So in terms of your current mental state, it's having that clear thing, getting rid of old habits and things like that and starting afresh. And I think that's something actually that you're really stepping into. So yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, Ritchie, you are up, kind sir.
More of the same here. We've got the 10 of Cups. So this is for your emotional state, Ange. And it feels like, yeah, it's time to shine again. The rainbow's out, the family here, the family unit are pulled back together again. And everything seems to be going along nicely. I've also pulled you another card, and it's quite interesting from the Constellations one. It's Phoenix, and the word underneath is rebirth, which ties again with what Deb and Ben was saying there. It just really feels like things have come full circle, and we are back in and good times and balance, and enjoy it. Enjoy your emotional state, because it seems really positive.
Beautiful. And I'm going to round this up because for this current spiritual state, I got the Wheel of Fortune, which is important to understand. All things change, and we can't necessarily see that they're changing for the better or the worse. They just change. And I think the Wheel of Fortune, the thing to remember about that, it's fortune. So most of the time when this turns, it turns out for more than what you expected. It can benefit you. So it's quite a beautiful, this feels really a nice end to that. So I don't know how the three of you are feeling, but it just does feel, you know what? This is it's okay.
Nice.
This is
nice
part
energy.
of the cycle of life. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice energy. So thank you. Okay, so I think we are where we were when we started now.
We
We're
are.
back. By the way, Amy is here, Mystic Rose Tarot. I was so thrilled to be on Amy's channel last night. We did 3 hours of readings using the Pulp Tarot.
Wow.
We had a lot of good laughs, quite a lot of fun. So thank you.
I like that deck a lot.
I do too. And I discovered that I have a first edition and there's a second edition out. So there's some differences. So okay. Just catching up. Amy, have you settled into a new home in New Mexico? All right. So next up we have Heather, Indigo Jaguar Intuitive Arts. Oh, do we all need a sip and a beverage and just just checking in, reminding everybody to like and subscribe.
And stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Yes. Next up or on deck.
How's your Pepsi, Ben?
I'm just pouring it. I'm just missing the vodka, actually.
Chris is probably under the table right now. He's got all of the vodka. He's probably under the table right now and not doing what you think. He's probably
Chris, come on down.
There you go. Heather is next, and Ivana Intuitive is on deck. That's a sports reference, by the way.
It's a baseball.
I think I did it correct. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, and I'm supposed to go first, aren't I? I should start shuffling and paying attention to everybody. And so, yes, everybody is sipping. Those readings were really fun last night, Gerald and Amy. Yes, they were. They were great fun.
Yeah.
Great fun.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Head spinning, to say the least, Tarastash. Yeah, head spinning, but boy, they were, it's great. So, and rich tea time we have. Okay. Heather. Look, it's the Robin Wood Tarot.
It certainly is.
All right. Let's turn and then I will start. Boom. Interesting. So, Heather, your current physical state is, hashtag were for entertainment purposes only. It feels like you are in a bit of physical pain. There's some things that are bothering you. This is the 5 of Swords. And in this card, somebody, he's covered, he's bandaged. There's some swords on the down here, but then there's also 3 swords up. So what this suggests is making sure that you are following through everything that you are supposed to be doing, even though it feels like it's going to take longer than what you want, Heather. Okay, hashtag overachiever, but give it the right amount of time, because then you're almost on the other side of it. So, all right. Heather, if you're here, let me know if that made any sense. Deb, you're up.
I am.
the mental state?
And for the mental state, I have the Hanged Man. I think you're looking at things from a different perspective right now. You put yourself in this position. There are no bindings.
Mm-hmm.
So he has climbed up onto this branch and hung himself in that position on purpose. So you are looking right now at things from a different perspective, hopefully in a view to find something, a new direction to go. I know you've had some newfound confidence. I can see that by your new name that you've chosen for yourself, that you are really coming out. And part of that has been that you are turning yourself upside down and looking at everything from a different perspective.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Mm.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ben, yep, ready?
Yeah.
Here,
Oh,
let
yeah,
me have, I learned that there's a term about eating online. It's like, I don't remember what it is, but it's gross. People eat a lot of food online, but I'm being
No.
polite.
So, Heather, I feel like, so this is in terms of your emotional state, I feel like you've been going through something because I've got here submission. So it feels like you feel that you've had to submit to something. It hasn't been something that you've wanted to. It kind of goes with as well Gerald's card and Deb's card. You're having to see things from a different perspective, and it just feels like I feel like you've been a bit sad about something that you've had to endure and that, but what I was drawn to was this star here, and the star to me is always about hope. So there's hope there. Although you might be feeling a certain way, there's always hope to turn things around. I hope that helps, Heather.
Very nice. Very nice. You are up, sir.
I'm up. I've got the Eight of Cups for you, and I love this card because it ties together really nicely what everyone else has been saying. Don't know if you can make it out. Just here is the little character sitting on the shelf with all those cups, staring at the moon. So as far as spiritual state goes, look towards the moon cycles, look towards lunar gods, lunar goddesses. That's a big key. You've got two moons shining here. But again, as Ben was talking about with that star, that idea of looking up into the sky, because it feels like, in a way, you've been through it all and your emotions are almost drained out of you, and the lunar energy is going to be refilling and repurposing and filling that void perhaps with something new and exciting. I don't know if you do very much moon practice, but I would really recommend. We've got a new full moon coming quite soon, haven't we? I think it's this week or next week. I can't remember. So perhaps think about getting yourself a deck that looks at the moon, or doing something with the lunar cycle.
Oh, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Linda is here. Thank you. We got a lovely readings, and this horrible thing, it's called mukbang on YouTube. Yeah, well, it's when you eat a lot of food online. It came up in the Fun Live last night with Amy. So, and I do think it is Saturday. And
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. Spot on, everyone. Thank you. Ivana Intuitive is up. Flowing is on deck. And I am totally loving this because we are in the correct position.
Wow.
It's like now. So, everybody, thank you who is watching, liking, and subscribing to all of my guest channels. I was so looking forward to these readings, and then I thought, let's mix it up. Ritchie, are you free? And it's like, yes.
I'm always free on a Monday.
Really? Or just reasonably priced? So, Oh, here, Ben is.
I just suddenly decided Ivana needed another deck, so I had shuffled, and now I'm just doing another deck. So,
Oh,
sorry
Ivana says already giggling. Just love the energy here.
Well, I'm mukbanging here.
Filthy.
You dirty. At least I'm being polite.
Those little hands can't hide that many sins.
Wow. Deb, stand up for me, please. Tell Ben not to say that. He's being mean. Deb is being like, so I'm going to be on Deb's channel a week from tomorrow, and we're going to do readings, correct?
Yes.
It's going to be so much freaking fun. So,
well,
right.
Deb's on my channel on Friday.
I am.
What?
I know. She's coming. It's like twice in 1 week. I
I'm
know.
feeling left out
We're
here.
pick a card, Debs, aren't we? So we're going to chat, and pick a card, and then talk about it, like we did last week with all.
I love that. Okay, Ivana, here you go.
Boom.
Ritchie, you are the current physical state.
The 9 of Wands from the Dark Mansion here. Right, so what are we protecting? Because the physical state of this card is all about building barriers and being on guard to protect, being at the top of your game. So physical state, it feels like you're really standing up for what you believe in, and that's really fine-tuned your body and your emotions, and you're almost like hardwired to it. So I just wonder what's going on that's making you feel like you almost have to be a sentry on duty, constantly patrolling, constantly checking, constantly making sure that everything in your life is in the right place and doing what it should be. And with that, you can afford to relax a little bit with it, because this card, he's put the fence up to protect it. Yes, he's keeping a watch out. Yes, he's keeping a lookout. You've done that bit of the work, so you can now just afford to perhaps back off a little bit, still keeping an eye on the situation, but don't worry about things getting too out of control, because you are in control of the situation.
That is amazing. I'm going to swap myself over there. And to answer your question, Amy, yes, these hands do come in different sizes and different skin tones. So that is very, very helpful. Are you all right, Ben?
Yeah.
What did I miss? Sarah, Cosmic Wiatch is here. Hello. And Ivana says, yes, Ritchie, moving forward and getting used to the new energy.
Good.
So, and I got for the current mental state is the Emperor. This is the Pulp Tarot. And I actually really like this card for the mental state, because you are surveying your kingdom. You know exactly what you have, what is going on, what needs to be where. You're thinking things through. The warning that comes with this is don't isolate yourself from people around you who may offer a slightly different perspective that will ultimately help you to maintain your overall goal. So I think that's it's a great card for a mental state. It's like, okay, you are in your element.
That ties together totally with the one I just pulled as well.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I was thinking that too. So, all right, Deb, putting you in the hot seat there.
Well, Ivana, when I first pulled this card, I wasn't exactly sure what it meant. It's Death and the Maiden, and this is for your emotional state. It's about boundaries. And I think somebody, or maybe more than one somebody, has in the past violated those boundaries. So you are setting up your boundaries. And I pulled a clarification just to make sure. And I got the Voodoo in blue. And she says, back off. So you are absolutely setting those boundaries right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got.
Love that. Kiba is here. Hello, Kiba. Good to see you. That means Ben is next.
Well, that follows on really well from Deb because I got the transition card, and it feels to me, Ivana, like you're moving on, you're evolving from something that's happened, something that's not been great for you here. You want to, it's like you're shedding your skin from something, but you're evolving into this. You've grown as a being, I feel spiritually, and you're moving onwards from it, and you've learned from it, and it just fitted really well, I think, with what Deb was saying there. Yeah, thank you.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Beth has got to run.
Bye,
And Ivana said, yes, Deb, setting new boundaries. Yes, I am. Good for you. So I like that.
Can I answer?
Okay.
Sorry, can I? Indigo asked about a deck. I could recommend.
Yes, I actually started.
Yeah. Sorry, has everyone finished their readings? I haven't jumped in there on that.
Yes.
One. I recommend the Moonology, the Yasmin Boland. Is that right? Am I right with that one? That's a really nice oracle deck to work with. It's quite gentle, but there are quite a lot of moon. Anyone else think of any nice moon decks that they could think of? You must have a few, Ben.
Can't you remember when you were here? You went through most of them.
Moon decks.
It is actually on the third shelf.
See, I remember.
There's the Wandering Moon.
Wandering Moon.
Yeah. And that is on the third shelf, actually. You were paying attention.
I was.
I actually have one, and I think it's the Moon Oracle. I first got introduced to it from Candy, Soul, and Soil, and I cannot remember who the creator is, but it's in a box, and it's a silvery gray box, and that one has a lot of really wonderful readings in it. So
there's another one as well. Sorry, Dad, I just wanted to mention, which I think is really nice, and it's called the Moonlight Tarot. And it's a deck that you can get on Etsy, but it's long card and it's really lovely, and it's quite dark, but it's all about the moon kind of thing. So take a look at that as well, Heather, because that's a nice one.
Or what you could do, here's a thought, is when it's the full moon on Saturday, put a few cards out, a few decks out on your windowsill, and see which one lights up by the moonlight, and go with that one.
Ooh, look at him being all magical.
Mystic and magical.
Wow.
That happens.
Flowing it does happen. I mean, I'm just glad we have it on video now. I mean, that's brilliant.
It won't happen again for another 5 years.
Well, something like that.
75 years, like Halley's comic keeps coming around.
Yeah. Dippity Doo is next, and Jonathan's going to Jonathan's going out to the river, or to the forest. And actually, this is the positions that we are in for.
Happy birthday, Jonathan.
Happy birthday, Jonathan. When's his birthday?
Next few days.
Wednesday.
Oh.
Wednesday, the same day as Beth. And then Thursday is Robin Toadstool Tarot. And then a week from Saturday is Jeffrey's. So, all right. So Flowing, I hope you're still here. Yay, Flowing is here.
Yay.
Sorry, guys.
It's a lovely back, Deb. What is that deck again?
That's The Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray.
Nice. Very nice. Oh, Deanne is here. Hello, Deanne. Good to see you.
Hi, Deanne.
Blue Crescent Tarot. Oh, here. Oh, let's take a sip while we're...
Oh, yeah. Deanne says, sip, sip, everyone.
Everybody except Ben, because he was busy. All right, let's flip. Ooh, you got an overachiever there. And Ben, you are up. The physical
So
state.
yes, high flowing. So physical state flowing. I'm feeling that we've got something on our mind that's keeping us awake maybe at night, or there's something that we're constantly thinking about and we're not able to kind of get out of that zone. And that's kind of depicted here by the Nine of Swords. So physically at the moment, I feel you might be going through something that's keeping you awake at night that you can't kind of get out your head. With the Nine of Swords, though, it is the swords, which is the air sign, which is all about being in your head. And sometimes I always think meditation is a good way of calming our thoughts down. Although this isn't a particularly great card, the Nine of Swords, it's something that's in our head that we can kind of like come down from if we choose to. So I hope that makes sense.
Very nice. I'm going to slip in Ritchie there, and it was actually Deanne who started Sip Sip.
It was.
And we love her for that. And Amy said lots of Virgo energy, self-care, and being of service. So I think that's lovely. And Flowing said, very true, Ben. I am a thinker. You are right. So, Ritchie.
I got you 2 cards there, Frying. First one, it's 8 of Pentacles. This is a bit of an unusual take on the 8 of Pentacles. Normally it's the card of the apprentice, but here it reminds me very much of like the old show Gladiators, or those kind of programs they have on TV where they got contenders against an assault course. That's the energy that I'm getting for your current mental state, is that you just seem to be on the go and fighting, getting over those obstacles, but it's not a plain walk or a plain run. There seems to be lots of things getting in your way. Now, you can get over these, and I'm absolutely convinced that you are well in control. It just seems that those obstacles keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. And so I pulled you another card to kind of think, what can do to help it? And you got the Hermit card, which is almost the opposite of doing an assault course. It's get yourself out the picture, sit with yourself, get your mental clarity. And it's great that we're talking about the mental state here, because the Hermit card is a card of mental mindfulness and pulling yourself into that space that you deserve, and don't feel guilty about putting yourself in a space to sort your mental mindfulness and your mental health out there if things are getting a little bit like an obstacle course.
Yeah. Wow. I have the current emotional state, and I have strength from the Zany Tarot. And strength here for your current emotional state suggests you are having to be really strong right now. You are having to really control yourself, trying to control the emotions so that they don't overwhelm. It is a reminder you are actually stronger than what you expect. And I think this is also a card of walking next to the emotions rather than trying to control them, because a lot of times we'll see the lion with the person actually trying to open the mouth. Instead of this is a better relationship. It's more balanced. So current emotional state, I would say you're strong, and allow those emotions to be where they are, and you can control them and let them flow through without causing any difficulty. Flowing said, Ritchie, very true. LOL, I can be both. Thank you. So, Deb, you are up.
So, Flowing, I got the Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. This Peacekeeper, she's holding a peace pipe. You can see the smoke rise, the sacred smoke, along with this white buffalo. This is a sacred animal to the Native Americans. I'm pretty sure you already know that. But with these 2 items that she's holding and that are behind her, she is bringing forward the notion that in a spiritual sense, there isn't right or wrong, there is balance. So if you let go of the need to be right, then you can see that it doesn't necessarily matter what's socially or in a physical sense right and wrong. What matters is if you can keep balance within yourself. If you keep balance within yourself, then you are able to spread balance to the situation. So if you stay calm and even, then you can, and express that, then you can bestow that on whatever situation you're in, whatever level of emotion is going on. You can bring it down or bring it up just by keeping yourself even and letting go of the need to be right.
Wow. Powerful readings. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm shifting my, I have all of my cards down here so I know who is in what position, because Dippity Doo is up and Ankar is, I don't know if that's a question. Ankar or Kerr, are you here? Because then I have Michelle Shining Light and, oh, Cat Lady was here. Hello, Cat Lady. And then I don't know how long I can have you guests. Do we need to go at the half past?
Maybe, yes, please.
Okay. So I think we may only get to Michelle Shining Light then.
We'll see how we can go. I might be a little bit longer.
Okay. Dippity Doo, are you here? Oh, thank you, Amy. Appreciate that.
Dippity Doo, I'm not going to use a deck that has swords in it.
Dippity Doo is here. Yes. Okay.
Me.
Yeah, because when I was on with Amy last night, we had a lot of swords. So
yeah,
it's that way sometimes.
It is that way sometimes. Good night, Heather. Bye, Heather.
Bye, Heather.
Bye, Heather.
Bye, Heather. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to do
that. There we go. All right, Deb, you are up.
And I have your current physical state. And with that, I drew Ann Carson. Ann Carson represents the intellect. There are some interesting things going on in this card that don't look very happy. You are maybe a little bit too much in your head about what's going on with you physically. Let yourself just be. Don't overthink what's going on in your body and on the physical plane. Sometimes it's best just to let things be and let them happen. And don't worry so much.
All right. Thank you. Ben.
Thank you.
So, Dippity Doo, current mental state, I have the Two of Wands. And I thought this was interesting with you saying that you'd had a lot of swords in your readings. Was it yesterday?
Yes.
And I feel like in your current mental state is that, you're in the planning thing now. So you've kind of recognized what's been going on, and we're in the state of mind of like either wanting to change something, plan ahead, get rid of all those the thoughts that are going on, and actually take some action here and plan to get things back on track. So I feel like we're starting to plan to get things right again. I hope that makes sense.
Very nice. All right. Ritchie.
I've got you 7 of Wands. And I thought I knew where I was going with this reading until I pulled you another one. And you got Obstacle with this card here. So this is your current emotional state. And that made me stop and think of something that I have never thought of with this card before. I've always focused on the person on the hilltop fighting off the crowd. What if that person's the obstacle and you are part of that crowd trying to pull him down or stop that person? And that's quite an interesting thought. That's why I'm sitting here working with it all here. So current emotional state, I want to know what the obstacle is and what does this person represent to you? It doesn't have to be a physical person. It could be an obstacle of any kind that we have in our lives. But perhaps you need to get together almost with a crowd to work this obstacle through and be a bit more like teamwork here. Be part of the other crowd that's trying to, I don't know, they might be supporting him, but it feels like they are protecting perhaps people from this rather athletic youth who seems to be sort of in a fighting position there. So really interesting. Thank you for that one, because I've never thought of the 7 of Wands like that before.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, and I'm bringing it home with current spiritual state. And here's your 2 of Swords. I had to save it until the end. And thinking about your current your current spiritual state, I'm wondering if you are having to balance choices of where to put your energy and your attention for your spiritual studies. Because here's the other thing is she's blindfolded, but she doesn't look unhappy. And so perhaps it is a time for you to trust your intuition, because we have this great moon there. And I think it could be a time for you to, if you have 2 choices, not making a choice is still, not deciding between the 2 is still making a choice. Perhaps there is a third way that is yet to be seen. So, Dippity-doo, I hope that makes sense for you. And thank you. Joe is here. Hello, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
And I have not heard from Ankur. So Michelle Shining Light, I believe, maybe our last one. After that, maybe Artsy Soul, if we have enough time. Okay. So, wait a minute, where? Okay. So, Michelle Shining Light, I think they're still here. Michelle, are you here? And Dippity-doo said, totally resonates. Thank you. Yay, Michelle Shining Light is here. Okay.
Are we, this is the right position, is it? Sorry, I didn't notice you changed us.
Yes.
Okay.
I actually was doing it on time. Because, now we're at the end of the readings. I figured out how this works. So
Good.
It's like, oh yeah.
We'll do the plenary, find out what you've learned at the end.
Great, thanks. I think I recognize the back of that.
You probably do.
Yeah. Yes, Joe, I did. And by the way, Joe emailed me some questions for upcoming back and forth with Jamie and Gerald.
Nice.
So, yeah. Okay, so I will go first. And I'm going to do that. And so, current physical state, Michelle, it is time for you to be taking care of yourself. You need to hydrate. drink more water. Your body will thank you. And this is a sometimes not with the physical state. Sometimes the way you feel prevents you from doing what you need to do, because look, there's anybody lean back on a chair and actually fall over, or am I the only one that has done that?
No, I'm
Anybody
doing it.
else? You're
Yeah.
doing okay. We've all done it. It's like, whoa. And I think this is a card of making sure that you get out and get some emotional excitement about doing physical states, getting for a walk, walking up the stairs instead of taking the elevator, and drink more water. She's like, I'm bad at drinking water. So there you go. Deb, you are up.
I am up. I have the Nine of Swords, Michelle, for your mental state. You are hanging on to things you don't need to hang on to. This little guy right here, he's not real. He's imaginary. Let those things that are keeping you awake at night, that are giving you bad dreams, let them go. Let them go.
Mm.
Let the cat carry them away, because they aren't productive and they aren't helpful. So just let it go.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Ben, you're up.
So, hi, Michelle. So, I pulled the Magician. So, for me, in terms of your emotional state, I think you're ready for that action now. We've got here the words power, action, and skill. So, I feel you're ready emotionally to start manifesting your own, what it is that you want to do. You're actually ready for it. But it's just about putting that into practice now. But emotionally, it's telling me that you're ready.
Love
Thank
that. Oh, there you go, Ritchie.
Okay, so for your spiritual state, you won't believe this. I got the moon again. Was it Heather got the moon when I did this one?
I think so.
It was, wasn't it? So I got the moon again with this one. Ooh, so moon. And so if you were there for when we did the Heather's reading, you'll know we talked about going out to find, working with the moon, working with that one's part of your spiritual journey. I wanted to give you a little bit more clarity on this, and you're going to perhaps like this or not. I then pulled one of these cards, and I got the constellation of Canis Vetanatici, which is the hunting dog. And so we've actually got dogs featuring quite heavily in this reading here. So I'm wondering if I don't know whether you have dogs or whether you go walking dogs or whether you like dogs at all, but I'm just wondering, in your spiritual practice, perhaps think about, channeling canine energy. Think about, that friendship, that what's dog's man's best friend, that kind of idea with that one there. Again, you might want to think about the moon and how that affects with you. But it's interesting, these dogs keep turning up there. A little bit puzzles, because I don't know whether you like dogs or whether you have got a dog, but perhaps that's the way forward. So I don't know. Perhaps you could answer that one for me.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, a lot of talking about making sure you drink enough water. This is for entertainment purposes only. My personal experiences is I've had to drink a lot of water consistently before my body decided to go, oh, this is the new normal. We don't have
Also,
to do that.
Sorry, I'm going to bang on it. It's the moon again, the full moon, and that affects water. So making sure you got really good hydration is really important.
Yeah.
Got
and I have 2 cats. Yeah.
Go out and howl at the moon, then I would do
that. Get your inner wolf going.
Yeah.
Get your inner wolf going. Okay. I have Artsy Soul and Aspie Third Eye. You want to try to do these fairly quickly?
Yeah, if we can do it, that's fine, please.
Okay. Artsy. This is the order, yes. So but a bit late coming in, reading. So not my birthday until next week, but so we'll do just a general. You're welcome, Artsy Soul.
Ben, is it getting hot where you are? Is it kind of stormy?
Yes, it
Because
is.
it's getting really warm here. The cards are getting a bit, like.
Yeah. Did you know, Richie, that it was flashing last night outside?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It woke
Like-
me up. It was like constant lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
Sorry.
cards are a little bit.
British talk.
That's weather. Let's talk about the
Yeah.
weather.
All right.
Okay.
There we go. You were up first, Richie.
Okay, current physical state. I've got you the Four of Wands. This is a nice card here. Look at these people holding hands there. If you look at this card, it's like a set of cable cars that the wands are making and kind of interconnecting there. So we're talking about your physical strength. I'm wondering about interconnecting and whether that means going outside. I'm not suggesting going up on a ski lift or something like that at all, but perhaps just get outside, going for a walk. That physical state is just making sure that you spend time outside, spend time out in the sunshine, connecting with nature, connecting with people there. So yeah, just try and get outside, enjoy the weather if it's good. If it's not, it's still part of the weather and it's all part of the planet, and it just helps you stay in tune with the season of the year. So season of the turning of the year. So yeah, go out and enjoy. Have a picnic in the outside if you can.
What card is that, Richie?
That's the Four of Wands.
Really? Because I got the Four of Wands
Ooh.
for the current mental state, and I think the Four of Wands is suggesting with your mental state is to make sure that you are setting up a structure to allow you to be your best mental states. And bye, Tangi. And I think it's an opportunity for you to, once you create an environment and an excitement about what you want to do mentally, then you have the union of this, and that controls the environment. So, and if anybody else gets the Four of Wands, I'm going to freak out. So, Deb, you are up.
I do not have the Four of Wands.
Okay.
I have the lady with the Bosch egg, and she sang ancient wisdom. The reason that you need the ancient wisdom is because the fairy of the divine hand has been giving you a bit of a distorted view of things. So what you need to do is concentrate on the ancient wisdom, and that should lift your emotional state to where you want it to be instead of this confused state that it's been in.
Nice. And this is this is the Zany Tarot, is she was asking. And then we have Ben.
So current spiritual state. So I have the Tower. So I know it looks quite destructive here, but I'm looking at the fact that, sometimes when things happen to us that are a bit of a shock and, we can't quite, it's kind of shook things up for us. But I always think from these kind of experiences, we do get a sense of enlightenment afterwards. And it is something that we need. So spiritually, I think you might have had something that you've needed in order to grow. And I was really focused on the word enlightenment here, which is at the side here, and a sense of release. So it feels like maybe something's had to release for you in order for something to grow. And I feel that that's something possibly that's happened recently for you. I hope that makes sense. Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Hope that makes sense for you. And Aspie, Third Eye, are you still here? We're gonna do this one quickly. Is it possible to ask for a reading for number 1, current physical state? Well, what we'll do is we will do a reading about all 4 of these aspects about your physical state. So, are you all up for that?
So we're all reading on physical state.
So we're
That
going to
Physical
relate,
state, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
physical state.
relate spiritual to the physical.
You got it. You got it. I hope you're still here, Aspie. So Aspie's like, cool. So, and Art C. Soul said, I don't mind the tower. Actually, I'm planning a change for my spiritual state. Otherwise, the tower is coming anyway. Okay. Oh, love it. So, all right. Said thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
All right. Deb, are you ready?
I am.
Deb's looking at Monkey. Here you go. Ben, you are up.
So I'm getting a really good vibe from your physical state, Aspie. You know, we've got these. I've got the Queen of Pentacles, someone who's content, sitting in their power. We've got the words charming, loyal, loving here. So I feel that physically at the moment you're in a good place. That's how I feel. I did pull another card just to, you know, and yeah, I got the 3 of Wands, and again I'm drawn to these luck, adventure. So I feel we're in a good kind of mind state here. I don't know whether you're embarking on some new adventure or something, but it feels good. It's got good energy to me. So yeah, I think it's quite a good physical state.
Thank you. Richie.
I've
Physical
got the
aspect, yeah.
8 of Wands on this one here. So this is a lovely card. It's like a dragon dancer from a fantasy here, a bit Game of Thronesy. And we know that the 8 of Wands is often about really fast communication and fast things happening here. So I pulled another card because I wanted to know what the energy was surrounding this 8. And I've got anger, which is quite an interesting card to come up with there. That's 4 next to the constellation there. So I'm just wondering whether your mental state or people around you may be kind of firing off around you, or perhaps you feel like you have to react to people who are being angry towards you. In which case, you know, make sure that when you're directing that energy, you trying to calm the situation down. This is a very cool card. This is a very hot card. So it's almost like we've got ice and fire going on here at the same time. So opposites, so try and cool the situation down when you're dealing with your mental stress and take time out again. Make sure you don't overreact.
And said, a new adventure just resolved to cut my smoking in half. Heaven help me.
That's the anger right there.
Yeah. I did see Shireman come in, and Juno's Sphere is here, and I am up for the current emotional state about your physicality, and I have the 6 of Cups. And what this tells me is, as it relates to your physicality, it is time for you to remember some things. Remember what you liked to do physically, and then get some help. This is a card about it's nostalgia, but it's also the card of opportunity of giving and remembering that, and perhaps what you could do, hashtag, you know, for entertainment purposes only. Perhaps what you could do is you could go for a walk with a friend to get some physical exercise. And by Joe. And the other thing with that is sometimes moving your body actually does help with moving your emotions. So that's an important thing to keep in mind. And Deb, you are up.
For the spiritual aspect related to the physical, I get the stargazer. Set your sights higher. Then I pulled the clarifier just because, and I get the hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Let your fears go. You don't need them. What are your desires? And whatever your desires are, set your sights higher than that.
Mm.
Let yourself dream. You can attain it because you're the stargazer.
Love
I
that.
love that.
Yeah. Well, gosh, thank you, everyone. Everyone, please like and subscribe to Purple Elephant Dub H,
Thank you.
Ben from Beneficial Tarot, who will be on with me tomorrow at 4 p.m. We're going to do we're going to show each other our things, and Jamie's going to be joining us as well. So, and the lovely Ritchie Longman Tarot, who there are some amazing places for donation if you care to.
Thank you to those people that have. Really
Yes. You're welcome, Aspie. Sounds like the universe is saying stop smoking completely. Yes. Oh, by the way, for entertainment purposes only.
Good luck.
Yeah. Having done it myself.
Yeah.
It's been great seeing you, Jen. Thank you, Susan Beckett. Susan Beckett has been lurking. It's wonderful to see you. And gosh, we will actually see Longman Tarot and Purple Elephant Deb H on Friday. What time is it? Half past, or is it the top of the hour,
7:30.
Richie?
Yeah,
Half
7:30.
Okay. So, but you know, everybody's liked and subscribed, so they know. So that's lovely. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Appreciate everybody being here. We're going to say good night and goodbye, and everyone have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.